Yo, what's good, guys? It's Jay Hood. I'm excited to announce a new era in Houston is starting to arise. The era of young guys, including Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Kenyon Martin Jr., and Christian Wood. An era that has a lot of young potential that, if put together correctly, can be very dangerous and very special. At first, in the backcourt, you have a very crafty and shifty Kevin Porter Jr. who can do it all: shoot the ball, finish at the rim, and be a great playmaker when he needs to be. Then you move to Jalen Green, who I really want us to take in the draft, and a guy that I think we should take in the draft. If I'm Stone, I'm definitely selecting him, who can also do it all, but more of a pure scorer. This is a super talented and special player that can score on all three levels, with the first one obviously being him being able to get into the defense and finish at the rim with ease with his athleticism, and then his pull-up mid-range game, which is crazy. And then you step back a few more feet and he shoots the three ball around a 36% clip. Then you move back into the front court, and you see the first guy is a high-flying KJ Martin, or Kenyon Martin Jr., who's extremely good in the pick and roll and is extremely fast and a high jumper and is great with the lobs. So when you pair that with Kevin Porter Jr., it makes him a lot better in the pick and roll, or even cutting down the middle, or just in transition. Then you move out to the three-point line, which is originally where he struggled to start the season, and then he got sent down to the G League and he developed a little bit. Even though he didn't shoot it great in there, he still got to develop playing NBA basketball, or G League basketball. You know what I'm saying, though. And then to end the season, he was shooting amazing from three. Like, when he shot more times than not, you thought it was going in, because that's just how good he got at the end of the year. He was playing great basketball, not just from the three-point line. He just finished the season extremely strong, and I haven't even mentioned his ability to block people taller than him, 7-footers, anybody, go up and get him, finish at the rim. He's literally Rudy Gobert's worst nightmare. If you're a Rockets fan and you're a diehard, and if you watch those games where we sucked, you would know what I'm talking about. Then you move on to one of the hungriest and motivated guys in the NBA, who every season seems to get a lot better and prove a lot of people wrong. And a few days after the season was over, was already seen back in the gym, just trying to get better, trying to develop his game to the next level. A versatile big man who can shoot, roll to the rim, put the ball on the floor, and finish at the basket. And we are talking about Christian Wood. And we all should be excited to see what he has in store for next season. So if you're a new Rockets fan, those are the guys you should watch out for, with everybody looking to make a big leap next year, and hopefully being a big reason for the Rockets' playoff odds and their pushes. Like I said, you have Kevin Porter Jr., who I'm one of my favorite players in the NBA, if not my favorite player. You know, everybody of my friends knows that my favorite player is Lou Williams. It's always been Lou Williams, which is really weird. A lot of people tell me that, but, you know, I just love Lou Williams. I love the way he plays. But Kevin Porter Jr. is definitely up there. Then you have Jalen Green, who's my favorite player in the draft. Then you got Kenyon Martin Jr., who I actually DM'd, and he DM'd me back. But he's a really cool guy. And then he, of course, goes above the rim. He's really good. Christian Wood, who a lot of people like. And, you know, if his defense was better, a lot of people would want him to stay in Houston. I do not think we should trade him. I've seen a lot of people saying that, which it's not like crazy to think that, but I don't see a lot in trading him. So I'd rather keep him. So that's and then I want to go over a little bit of Evan Mobley, because, you know, he's on here too. I can't just say we're gonna get Green. I like Evan Mobley. You move on to a 7-footer who can block shots, finish at the rim, shoot the open three ball, can really do it all. Good in the pick and roll, but can create his own shot at that. And then move on to his defense, who's really good at blocking shots. You try and go up over him, you really can't. He's of course great around the rim, great at blocking shots. He can do it everything. He was a 5-star recruit and one of the best prospects coming out of high school. He was crazy. He's only 20 years old, and you know, he's really good. I mean, if he developed his three-point shot, I think I'd be a little more into him. Pause. I think I'd be a little more into his game, but because he kind of reminds me of a few players, like maybe Marvin Bagley, and I don't really love Marvin Bagley's game, even though I don't think he's gotten a chance to prove himself a lot. But if he did have a three ball, which not saying he can't still develop, a lot of people develop when they get into the NBA. I'm just saying if he had that three ball already, then I'd be more intrigued in him. But Jalen Green's my favorite guy, and then because he can do everything at a high level, and then you add his 3-ball, which is not bad. Going into the G League, a lot of people shot the 3-ball bad, which was very surprising to see him take a big leap, because high school, you see he was dunking on people, just dunking on people, mid-range, pull-up. He'd take a 3. I'm not saying he wouldn't, but I'm saying a lot of people come into playing pro ball, they struggle. LaMelo struggled heavily with his jump shot over in Australia or wherever he was playing. A lot of people do in their first year of playing professional basketball, and he didn't. He shot the ball 36% from 3. He did have bad games, but there's a bunch of people that have bad games. Everybody in the NBA has bad games. So he had a game, I think he shot 0 for 6 from 3, and I heard a lot of people telling me about that, which I don't really care too much about. But I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. I'm still trying to make content, not daily because I have plenty of stuff going on, because it's the summertime. I have plenty of stuff going on. But if you did watch the video and you liked it, subscribe. Peace.